and was making the promises that he made.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was Firen.
Yeah. Right? Was it Firen? There's a lot of dead dudes. There's a lot of dudes that were in charge and making promises and
he was
died.
like the number one guy, was Firen.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. And Sanderholt's like, maybe they didn't even ever do that. They may be just like trying to protect the palace. Like they're gonna hunker down and just say fuck the people. Maybe. And she wonders why she's even there. She should probably leave. And I was like, yeah, she should probably leave, right?
Yeah, you should probably go.
I mean, your fingers were like real fucked up by those people. So maybe don't help those people. Don't work in their kitchen.
No,
no. I would leave. You could probably find a kitchen somewhere else.
I've worked in a couple of kitchens, and I'm just gonna say it's not great work. But if you work with decent people, it can make it a lot better. Nobody wants to work for an asshole in a kitchen.
No,
that's the worst.
No,
unless you really have a connection to the food. Fuck that.
Yeah, I guess if you really love food, maybe you could stick it out for an asshole boss, but otherwise, it's just a hot place to be miserable, right?
Oh, yeah.
Richard wonders, though, for a moment, if he should stay and, like, defend the keep from falling to enemy hands, and then realizes, like, no, man, you have to leave. You're one man, and this is the Imperial Order. Like, no matter how badass he is, there's no fucking way he can, with his limited magical knowledge, defend that keep from that many people.
No, there's no chance. I mean, Richard is now taking on how many guys at once? A lot. The Bakaban Mana.
Yeah, the 30 of them?
Yeah, at least that. And then there was, like, all the Rizwith.
Yeah.
Rizrith. I botched that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, okay?
But, like, even with all of that experience, he's not going to take on an entire army.
No.
Forget it. Kahlan showed us exactly how hard that was to do with 5,000 dudes in the last book.
Yeah.
So one dude, I mean, okay, if you stuck to the plan and you basically killed one or two dudes a night, in which they'd be on to you by the time you were done.
Yeah.
You could, in theory, get it done, but it would take you like 30 years.
Zed left the keep.
Yeah.
Like, if there was any chance of defending the keep, Zed would have taken it, right? He wouldn't have ran. He wouldn't have run. He would have stayed there with Kahlan and been like, fuck these people. We're going to defend this shit.
It's the Wizard's keep.
So, Richard should just not. So I'm glad he decided not, because that's a bad idea. Gratch suddenly starts growling again, real fucking loud, and it takes Richard out of his thoughts. I think maybe we need something to take us out of our thoughts for a moment. What do you think?
That was the best. I was like, she's going to do it. I wonder what she's going to say. I think she's going to do it. And then you did it.
Seamless.
That was perfect.
You ready for the beer break?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
Truth be told, I just about spit it out when you said that. All right. So here, it's going to be the day this airs, I think is going to be the day before St. Patty's Day.
That sounds correct.
So, yeah. So, cheers, everybody, for one.
Cheers!
I hope you guys enjoy your day. Doing whatever you're going to be doing, or night, like I'm going to be doing, with probably more of this here. Well, we have Guinness Nitro Cold Brew Coffee. It's beer with coffee and natural coffee flavors.
Yeah.
And it's true. It does taste like a cold brew coffee.
Yeah, it does.
Mixed with Guinness, which is a nitro beer, which makes it extra smooth. I know I've said that before, but this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm really happy that we picked this up. This was not the one we were looking at originally. And then you pointed to it, and I was like, ooh.
What?
Well, yeah, we got to throw that one in.
Yeah.
Can't leave here without that.
It's only 4% too, so you can knock them back.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how many people knock back coffee in general, but I guess you could.
I can put some coffee away, but I could put some of this away too.
Yeah.
It's just when you know that you're going to go out or not really even go out. When you know you're going to drink quite a few of them, because that's the plan, it's helpful when they're a lower percentage.
You know what's real interesting? This one actually has, like, fucking nutrition facts on it. So you can, like, it's got calorie, like, all that fucking information that's not normally on beers. So that's cool.
114 calories for this can. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. I'm gonna drink you anyways. So, yeah, I'm going to finish this, and then we can continue.
Can we?
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
We'll be back right after this.
And we are back. Got our refilled beers, or new cans, or whatever. And we are ready to finish off this chapter. So, Gratch suddenly starts growling again, loud this time, and it takes Richard out of his thoughts. He has never seen Gratch so ferocious, and the one time he did act a little bit like this, he doesn't remember why that was. Which, again, this is funny because he was calming Mistress Sanderholt down, saying, no, he's totally fine. I don't know what he's doing.
It's also kind of funny because he's only known Gratch, like, really a few months?
Not
maybe?
very long at all.
So, for you not to remember, like, what could have triggered your pet in the last... Okay, he's his friend, whatever. But what could possibly have triggered him in the last chunk of time that you've known him?
Yeah.
Possibly.
And, like, you've come to trust him. You know he's got your back, and that's all good and fine, right? You know each other, even if Richard trusts him implicitly. Richard doesn't know all there is to know about Garth. Right? What if there's some weird rite of passage that it goes through when it turns X amount of years old and you kill your first human? Then you're considered an adult in the Gar world. I mean, this is severe speculation, but like, he doesn't know.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I learned some stuff about our cat on this podcast that still is terrifying to me.
Oh my god.
And I'm just saying, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
But I also think that because he trusts Gratch so much, and I was being funny, because he trusts him, he should maybe go check out whatever it is he's growling at, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, he's your buddy. He's onto something.
Yeah. So he does, at this point, he starts to focus, and even though he can't see anything over there, he does start to feel danger building with his Han. It's a warning.
Spidey sense.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe he wasn't concentrating before, but I don't know. Things are adding up at this point for me as a reader. Like, this has all happened before.
Yeah.
Right? Not that long ago. I know it's a new book, but I remember. So, but Richard still isn't sure what's going on. He's like, something's weird here.
Something's weird. He's driving on snow. That's what it is. At the end of the last book, Richard is fully engaged, and then this is a beginning of a new book. So it almost seems like he takes a step back from the intensity that he was at in the last one.
Yeah, he's like, I'm at home now. I can chill. Take my boots off for a second.
Like, what could Gratch possibly be growling at? Well, I don't know, but maybe look.
The only bad, like, nothing bad is here. Only rabbits. Like, nothing lives in the woods here. There's just the soldiers out in the front door. That's all.
With some of the things that Richard has seen thus far, there's no chance that I would hear something creaking around in the woods and think, it's just a rabbit.
And not immediately have your sword in your hand and be like, what is that?
I would be the most paranoid guy.
You would be Professor Moody at this point.
I've seen things, dude. I know what's out there.
Constant vigilance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who needs sleep? Not me.
Richard, at this point, he has the urge to run. Just be like, fuck this shit. Go grab a horse and get to Kahlan before he gets tangled up in anything. Which is the right instinct, I feel like.
Yeah, go.
Because
danger, run away.
History tells us that something's going to lead to something else, and then you're going to be too fucked to do anything.
Once the Spidey sense has gone off, it's game time. You have to do something.
And
you have to.
Or you could not. You could just be like, Gratch, follow me! We're going this way!
I suppose.
He should do that. But he doesn't.
No.
He doesn't. And Gratch crouches into attack mode.
See, that's
Shit
what
gets
I was
serious.
talking about.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Friendly, but dangerous.
Yes.
Big teeth.
Richard tells Sanderholt she should probably go inside. You know,
He has never done this before. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe lock the door.
Yeah. I mean, I would just not for right now. Give us like 5-10 minutes, maybe. As he tells her this, he notices a shimmer on one of the columns. But he's like, nah, that could be snow.
Could be.
It's right in the direction that Gratch is growling. I have a warning. Danger, red flag flaring in my brain, but it could be snow.
It could be snow. Yeah, this is the guy that is supposed to be the best at tracking and just detection in general in a woods setting or being stealthy himself. He knows some shit. So if something is sneaking around, he's supposed to be on top of it.
Yeah.
So I think the point you were trying to make is that it's taken him a long time to get there.
Yeah.
Like, if there's something wrong now, we are all aware, and Richard's like, maybe.
He's in the I just got laid fog. He's so far in. It's just taken so long to get out of it.
It builds anticipation, though, like a motherfucker. It works.
Yeah, it does. It does work. And I think maybe it's just that he's so calm and comfortable after what's happened. He's so happy after knowing that Kahlan's alive, that he's chilled, and it creeps
and
up
he
on
just
him.
got some.
He doesn't imagine that these things could be there because he's just so chill. It's all fine.
Because it's perfect right now.
Yeah. But I would definitely be like, yeah. No. After the shit that just went down in the last series of my, like, events of my life, I know what's going on here. He should know. When he starts to think about what else it could be, he remembers when he heard Gratch growl like that, which shouldn't be that hard to remember. Again, I mean, maybe with his, like, PTSD, it's just, like, really hard for him. But this was, like, not long ago, Richard.
No, not long ago at all. And I mean, the one only other time that Gratch made this sound was for this reason.
Yeah. The Mrizwith.
Yes.
That's what it is. Let's stop dancing around it.
I would like to do the dance.
The dance with death?
Yes.
Like Richard asks the death
See how
to
I drove
dance
that
with
right
him?
there? Well, it's not.
Well, okay.
It's not third person.
I don't. Whatever. He's in a trance-like state asking death to dance with him. That's what he...
Yes.
Dance with me, death. Ooh. Yes, but more intense. Okay. Dance with me, death. Confused. He is confused about how the Mrizwith got here, though. He was like, hauled ass on a fucking dragon and then a horse. What the fuck are these dudes doing here?
Okay, two possible answers for me. One, they are invisible. So, I guess that kind of leads to reason two. I mean, okay, I guess what I was trying to say is that they could have followed you. You hauled ass, but there's obviously a bunch of them. And who knows where they're everywhere. They're invisible and they do weird magical shit. But the other option is maybe they were there before you got there. And again, they're invisible. So like you just got here, but maybe they were there the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
Bum, bum.
We know that the Mrizwith were like made for the forests, right? But that doesn't mean that they like were contained to the forest. Although the barrier would, I guess,
okay, you're on something there.
Mean that they couldn't be there. So, but they would have had to follow him.
The barrier is only for with the Radahan though.
The barrier around the palace is. I'm talking about the Great Barrier.
That's down now.
Yeah, now it is. But I'm just saying, okay, they couldn't have been there. What I'm saying is, I guess, for the Mrizwith to have been in Aydindril before Richard got there.
Oh yeah.
It would have had to have been like ancient Mrizwith tribes or some shit. You know what I mean? Like from before the
Too
barrier.
much of a jump for us to make.
I feel like.
Okay.
I feel like.
Well, then they followed
They
him.
are
That's
new.
my
They're
guess.
new inhabitants.
They're new.
Yes.